Welcome back here. Getting back to school can be an anxious time for kids and their families, too.
Especially in the age of COVID-19. But there are things that parents can do and say to alleviate some of those fears for their kids. Joining us to explain is Dr. Laura Saunders from Hartford Healthcare. Thank you so much for joining us once again.
Thank you for having me.
So first of all, for anyone who's nervous about being in the classroom, what is your message to students and their parents?
So I think it's first to acknowledge that parents, students, and teachers have some anxiety about returning back to school. If anything, I'm hoping that we have learned a lot from the lessons of the last 15 months. And yes, we have a mask mandate here for the month of September in school. So we will follow the mandate because what we know is that following the mandate of masks is what keeps us safe, also getting vaccinated. So validate what's going on and let's talk about it. Each child, even if you have a couple of kids, they may have totally different things they're concerned about. Child A might be concerned about having to get up early. Child B might be concerned about having to take the bus. So talk about it, figure it out, come up with a game plan.
In some of those conversations, Dr. Saunders, talking about it, what can parents say to their kids, or what can kids be asking their parents to try and alleviate some of that anxiety when it comes to first day of school, first week of school, or maybe this first month for sure with a mask on?
So what I like to remind parents is that we have to be careful not to take our fears and project them onto our children, right? Whatever we as adults may be concerned about is highly likely to be totally different than what our children are concerned about. So not to say, are you worried about X? Because that then puts your concern onto them. Say, is there any, I call them open-ended questions. Is there anything you're concerned about? Yes. Okay, what is it? I don't want to ride the bus, or I'm nervous about the bus, or what if I have to be alone at the bus stop, or what if I don't know anyone in my class? So once you have those very specific concerns, then you can take a step to address them. But to be careful as a parent, not to take your worries, the bigger global worries that we have as parents about global pandemics and other things, and put those onto our children.
Talk about the impact of anxiety on a young child, or even a parent for that matter. How important is getting a good night's sleep when dealing with anxiety? Because we know oftentimes when a child or even a parent has anxiety, sleep is one of the first things that gets hurt.
So the two easiest ways to improve your mood, your attention, and ability to function is good basic nutrition and good sleep. Right? So if you need to go to bed a little earlier, if you need to allow yourself more rest, you need to take away electronics an hour before bedtime, eat, our food groups. Food, healthy food, and good sleep are the two easiest ways to manage your mood, improve your attention, and help with any additional anxiety.
And we know we're talking a lot about anxiety, but back to school is an exciting time, getting back into a routine. Parents can maybe have 5 minutes to themselves after the summer. So there is excitement too, Dr. Saunders, right?
Well, there's always a little silver lining that's what, as I say, hope is what gets us out of bed in the morning. So yes, a little bit of hope about things that we can do now that yes, the morning routines are sometimes a little hectic, but let's have a little hope that things are going to be better, that we're eventually going to get over this. We're 15, 16 months into this pandemic. It's better today than it was a year ago. So hope is what gets us out of bed in the morning.
You're right. We've got this. Dr. Saunders, thank you so much for your time, as always.
Thanks, Dr. Saunders.